Rising prices are affecting just about everything, and now local food banks are struggling to meet a growing demand. KREM 2's Janelle Finch spoke to one local food bank about how inflation is now making it harder to buy supplies.
Right now, food banks across the country are experiencing shortages. Here in Spokane, food bank officials say inflation is causing a demand and supply imbalance even worse than the COVID-19 pandemic, which is now forcing food banks to consider making hard decisions like giving less to accommodate more. Spokane Valley Partners is one of the largest food banks in the Inland Northwest. The communications director says the food bank was hit hard during the pandemic, but it doesn't compare to the hardships of today.
The narrative during COVID with the long lines in the food bank, that's not being told anymore, and it's worse than it was.
This year, Spokane Valley Partners says they're serving 36% more clients compared to last year. With increased demand and rising costs of food, the food bank is struggling to keep up.
We are at a point now with our supply where we're having to make difficult decisions like, do we start putting less in carts? Do we start tailoring back our mobile distributions to fewer per month because we're having such a difficult time meeting the need?
Community Partnerships Director Eric Williams describes Second Harvest as the food bank for food banks. He says working with 280 regional partners, he knows food banks are struggling.
In January and February or so, they started reporting to us a real uptick in the number of clients, and 90% or so of those were reporting it was primarily inflation driven. That's what was bringing a lot of people who had never been to a food bank before started coming.
He says Second Harvest helps eliminate the worry for families wondering where their next meal is going to come from. People say after considering other costs of living, food banks are an essential service.
Prices are so high now, even with the job, it's hard to make ends meet. You know, by the time you pay for gas, you're lucky if you could buy any food.
Spokane Valley Partners serves 5,000 people each month. The communications director says it's unnerving to see how many empty shelves are in the warehouse, and she worries demand won't be slowing down anytime soon. Spokane Valley Partners say at this point, actual food is more of a need than money donations. The food bank says you can help fight these shortages by hosting a food drive with your job, school, or church. In Spokane, Janelle Finch, KREM 2 News.